You might not realize this, but a lot of your success is going to depend on your communication strategy, right? And when we talk about a communication strategy, what's really important is that you set the appropriate expectations. So as you recall, when we put together your syllabus, one of the things on the syllabus was, how should the students get in touch with you and how quickly will you get back to them? Setting those appropriate expectations. Hey, wait a second, I had to wait 2 days for your response or whatever. Well, if you tell them that, the response is going to be up to 48 hours and you impress upon them that you're a busy professional, that makes it a lot easier. But it's not just setting those kinds of expectations, but what is sort of disappointing, and you're going to discover relatively quickly, is that many students don't read their emails. So while, some of us use emails for everything that we do, the students really don't email. And so it's going to be really important to set expectations. You have to read your email. We recommend that you send all your emails through Canvas so that you have a record of them. And it's easier for the students to sort of pick out your course-related messages. Because what I hear from students all the time is, I just get so many emails from the university, I just tend to ignore all of them. Another part of your communication strategy is setting deadlines for assignments or for projects, and making it easy for students to understand when something is due. And then, I don't know, we struggle with this. And so let me just talk about this for a second. As you know, they're college students, but one of the goals of the BIP program is to help them transition to becoming professionals. So what we find is that for many of our instructors who are successful, it's because they treat them like college students and are constantly sending them reminders. Okay, don't remember, this is due in 2 days. Okay, don't remember, this is due tomorrow. Okay, I got your whatever, and so on and so forth. But as we know in the working world, managers or bosses typically aren't constantly reminding their workers to do their jobs. So in the beginning, you might need to help the students remember when things are due or what your expectations are. But we hope that as the semester progresses, by the end of the semester, you don't have to remind them as much. In fact, I prefer if you didn't remind them at all. But I'm, not that optimistic that, that will be the case. So think in terms of how you're going to make them aware of things, how you're going to remind them of when things are due, and then how you're going to communicate with them. And one thing that we've been encouraging is communication more like you would in a professional environment. And of course, everybody's got a license to Microsoft Teams, and you can set up individual chats or team chats using Teams. And of course, many of them are more comfortable chatting than they are sending email messages. Another part of a communication strategy is, some of our instructors have effectively used other types of software like Flipgrid, where you can just do a quick video and post it. So there's lots of different technologies that you can use. Happy to sit down and chat with you if you're looking for some ideas. But the purpose of this is to get you to think about what your communication strategy is and how you're going to keep the students aware of what's going on and respond to any questions or concerns that you encounter as the semester goes along.